that, but that's the type of pressure he has approaching this game, and it is enclosed. So if HERA wins here, we're going to have the golden stream question answered in game number 9. We've got LIEREY playing Hindustanis, HERA playing Chinese.
Can we click that elephant near LIEREY's TC, please? He misclicked the elephant. That is extremely weak. I'm hoping he recognizes that. He shot it twice.
Yep.
I'm assuming it was intentional, but I just want to point that out.
I mean, maybe it was within range, right? He's sending the villager out for it. Okay. He's bringing it in.
All part of the plan.
All part of the plan. That's actually kind of cool. I've never seen someone do that before, you know?
So the reason we think Chinese are so dominant on this map is because of that food. It's so easy to get your TCs running, and that's the toughest part about the Chinese start, but it's just super easy Dark Age.
Ooh.
HERA should maintain his Vil lead.
HERA getting Omega trolled by a deer right now.
Is it stuck on the wood line?
Yeah, it's stuck on the wood line for HERA.
It'll stay stuck on the wood line until he shoots it. Yep.
He's like, what do I do?
He should build a diagonal palisade
It'll come
gate.
back, and then he shoot it with a villager.
Build a diagonal palisade gate on like 1 HP, and then it'll path underneath the TC.
True. LIEREY not having problems. HERA's just going out to the other deer. Let's see how he manages that deer.
And he's just going to let it go.
It's roaming back. He's still not done the elephant, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but that can be frustrating, especially when, you know, you're behind in a set and you want this game to be perfect. You've got Chinese. You feel like you've got the best civ on this map.
I can agree. I think this is a map similar to Arabia, though, where both players know their openings. So I really don't think that wasting a little bit more time here on the deer is a big deal. But the reason Hindustanis are good, because we talked about the Chinese eco, which is just busted in my opinion, is the Hindustani late game is also considered busted. If you can get there, their 9-range hand cannons, their Imperial Camels is one of the best in the game. So that's the goal here for LIEREY. You have to apply considerable pressure to Chinese so they don't get a big lead on you, but at the same time, you're kind of happy if it goes late.
Yeah, if you get there. HERA pushing another deer into the wood line.
Please don't hug the wood line.
Oh, he did it again. The angle was just off, dude, and he realizes what's happening. He's going to push it back away from the wood line.
It'll hug the wood line. Oh,
there we go. Okay. That was good.
Oof.
He committed.
Can people tell that I get annoyed for the player in those moments?
Oh, everyone who's ever pushed a deer in the most recent patch can feel that.
Okay.
As soon as it touches a tree, it loses its mind.
Yeah. Let's look at the gold positions here. Every time we watch and close, the gold positions are so interesting. You can't wall on the rock terrain.
LIEREY's is so far forward.
And that's not really great for HERA either.
No, but LIEREY's got one in the back, kind of. HERA's second one is a little further away. That one's actually really nice.
I think in this case, LIEREY would have scouted the other option too.
Yeah. Because
he had a scout over that direction.
What's the line of sight on LIEREY's, or sorry, Fog of War for LIEREY? Does he see the second gold? That's the only one he sees. Doesn't even see this one. Okay. So we're going to the safe one.
Yeah, which makes sense. It is still not safe though.
Yeah, it's very far away.
But look at the reds collected, everybody. It's already ahead for the Chinese. That will continue to climb. Techs are cheaper, plus you have the extra Vils, plus you have a very diverse tech tree. Hard to stop this civ.
Yeah, 300 res collected ahead already, as LIEREY will drop the stable. HERA's here perfectly on time. He's threatening to attack the villager. LIEREY not biting. And LIEREY also here with the scout. So he spots the stable opening from HERA. No surprises for either player. It's usually stable opening with these civs.
Does HERA know about his gold? Does LIEREY know about it?
HERA's seen 2 tiles of that gold, yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, he will know that that's probably the main gold. LIEREY will know, and while it is on the backside, depending on what side it's attacked, that is not an easy gold to lock down for HERA.
And he hasn't found his other option, which is weird. It's like 1 tile away from LIEREY seeing his main gold.
Yeah.
Or main in quotation marks. Ooh, that's unusual.
It's so fun. It is a bit unusual, but at the same time, those are our expectations. The crowd goes, "Oh!" when one spearman hits. That's the level we're talking about right here.
Yep. HERA coming back with a wounded scout, so he's running away from that. LIEREY does not have the HP to take this 2v2, but he does have a spearman there, and the wounded scout for HERA is actually nice because that levels the playing field a little bit. LIEREY isn't going to get pushed off, and it's funny we talk about like half HP on a scout at this level. That means so much.
Yep. Oh, spears. Advancing forward. And I really like this if you're HERA. It's not about killing Vils as much as just keeping the opponent at home for a little bit longer. They'll match your spear number, but this just gives HERA more time to cook with a better eco.
The range is already up from LIEREY. There is no range from HERA. He has the wood if he wants to go for one, but he's just adding farms.
Can we see HERA's Fog of War again? Because he might assume that this is the gold that Leery will take. He does know about the other one.
He does see the other one, yeah.
But the positioning of the range is pretty crazy, right? You would think it'd be on the front. It's on the back. So if Leery can get some archers in the mix and HERA's not expecting it, could be huge.
I mean, HERA still hasn't gone for an archer range. He's just adding farms.
Yeah, farms, scouts, and more farms. I mean, that's what HERA loves to do. That's what the Chinese love to do. HERA is adding farms without a horse collar, which I think was doable here, but he is Chinese anyways. No real complaints.
It'll last a little bit longer. Archer, only one of them for Leery. He didn't have that much gold, right? He's trying to get the gold so he can mass up archers, and HERA sees the archer. He's got more scouts than Leery, but there's still spearmen there, and he doesn't want to give away his spearmen for free. 6 scouts for HERA. Does he just continue with scout production and not even bother with the range?
I think you can do both. I think we'll see the range now in response, but look at his food. I mean, he can also produce, and misstep there. I think we might have seen Leery misclicking his control groups.
Yeah, that's good. That's good value with that spearman.
Yeah.
Really, really strong value. He takes a scout from HERA, he weakens another one. He also got bopped a little bit on the other side, but it's 2 scouts, 2 archers in the queue for Leery, and the range is just now going down.
The archers got to move. They've got to move forward at this point for Leery because the spearmen are just right there, right? So HERA can't really be anywhere near here until he has skirmishers, and his range was delayed. So those archers and spears probably need to move forward together, and well played from Leery. He has enough scouts to chase down HERA's scouts, so he doesn't actually need the spearmen to go home anymore. They can all advance forward.
Man, do you feel it?
I feel the pressure.
It's tense.
No, I can't. You have a smile on your face. I don't even know how.
This is tense, man. Like we've only had 1 kill for each. As HERA has a lot of food in the bank. Those early farms benefiting him now. He's going out to the gold.
By the way,
he thinks about some skirmishers, some archers, maybe going to Castle Age.
I have never seen a full feudal energy start like this one. This is what I'm getting now with the moment, with the matchup. With the momentum that Leery needs right now, with the stakes, we have bloodlines on the way. We'll probably see a blacksmith for upgrades as well. He will have very strong scout numbers. A lot of HERA's scouts are weak right now.
If HERA tries to go up to Castle Age right now, he could get severely punished. That is a lot of res to take away. He doesn't have the gold yet, doesn't have the food yet, and he needs to keep up production, but he's caught in the middle.
Yep.
He doesn't know whether he should.
If Leery goes armor and more scouts, the tower on the gold might not be enough, but it's perfectly timed.
There's 5 spearmen there.
Yeah,
so
true.
You got to be careful with the tower there to take care of the archers and the spearmen underneath. HERA also going forward with the scouts. Leery's going to track that, and Leery's still open at the TC. He's tracking this, though. He's tracking this.
Leery forgot about that. He loses the scout, and HERA all of a sudden towers up, chilling at home. The 3 skirms in the range were enough to scare Leery off, and Leery doesn't feel like he can do any damage. He'll have to go home with his bloodline scouts. This is a great sign for HERA.
Pretty good resources in the bank from Leery as well, though.
Yeah.
Always manages somehow. I looked at his eco 2 minutes ago, and it was under 100 on everything. Now he's sitting with 350, 135 gold. He still has the stone if he wants to make a market and sell it. And obviously, he's still got a decent amount of army on the field, but Castle Age is on the way here for HERA.
What is he doing? He's got 3 vills that were moving near his army here in the south, Vodka.
No, they went back inside.
They went back inside. He was definitely considering like a tower or something.
I think it might have just been villagers running from the berries.
Well, Bloodlines just slowed the Castle Age time down, right?
Yep.
That's all it did. It didn't accomplish anything with the fights. And also, he didn't take a house down. He didn't like make HERA make any tough decisions at all. HERA's loving this. This is great. This is exactly what you want as the Chinese.
HERA doing a good job with his spearmen too. He spread them out. He's getting extra scouting information.
It's really nice.
So you can find extra res. It also boosts your score, and it's a little intimidating for Leery if he sees a score like that.
Well, yeah, because in the back of your mind, you're just thinking Chinese.
Is he adding army? Is his eco that far ahead of me? Like, what's happening? Great macro for Leery as well behind that production to be in a position to even click up at this point. He goes for the blacksmith as well. Already has both of his buildings, so it isn't going to delay him a lot as he now takes out the houses from HERA on this side. That's decent value.
Yeah, you got to do something. But it does feel like the last 2 minutes, Leery's army has just kind of wandered home, didn't kill the scout, and now has wandered back to where they were in the first place.
How many archers does he have in that range?
Quick math.
That's 7.
Okay.
He's been keeping them hidden. So HERA only sees these archers, and he sees one flag on the range. So he might assume, like, Leery's not producing archers. He's going to tech into something else in Castle Age, and then Leery can catch him off guard with that number.
HERA will go light cav. Scouts are coming home for Leery. Funny detail, though, if you get light cav, your light cav becomes slightly slower than the scouts. So it actually becomes easier. Oh, wow, there was some damage control there for Leery.
Nice.
But it actually becomes easier for Leery to chase those down in a second. And HERA had to build the tower, so we could never build the second TC. And just
going for a monastery.
Just light cav.
And he still doesn't know how many archers are in that range. He has no idea. It could be 1. It could be 10.
I don't think he recognized the HP difference there, too.
Nope.
That's a fair point, though. HERA's probably assuming that's like 1 archer.
1 archer.
And
because,
then he gave up.
yeah, why wouldn't Leery show those earlier? And Leery is not going to eject those until he's ready. And he might even come around for a counterattack once he knows the position of the scouts.
HERA's just about to drop a TC somewhere. You obviously want it on gold, but where he's built up his buildings around the gold, it's not very easy to. He might go to another area. Okay, so it's someone on screen.
Okay.
And the spears are just missing. The scouts are there. HERA starts to convert. He will get into that tower. Very well played. But he needs to be careful here. This army will be upgraded soon. The archers could be coming across the map now for Leery. I'd like for them to come to the south. I know it feels natural to go to the north, but the south, it feels easier to group up with your current army.
Yeah. Let's see where he goes. He's going to the south, I think. The archers are on their way. This really might catch HERA by surprise. The sheer amount of crossbows that Leery is going to have, because he was tracking for so long and all he saw was 1 flag on that range. He didn't see any archers on the outside. 2 extra town centers for Leery. HERA had to buy the stone for that. Leery kept his stone from before.
I think Leery might not feel super comfortable moving out at the moment. Army's a long way away. It's not really a good map for foot archers, is it? Right? Because it's such long distances.
HERA still hasn't seen that Leery got the crossbow upgrade. He sees a camel now.
Interesting. Look at those 2 knights stacked on top of each other.
He's about to find out right now that crossbow is here. Leery with the crossbows cutting off these knights. The camel's going to chase it away, so no early damage here from HERA. Still has the res collected lead because of Chinese, but Leery's going to catch up on the villager count.
Is this greedy from HERA, or is this just playing the Chinese to their potential?
I think this is just playing the Chinese.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe some uncertainty on what army to make, but 2 knights, 3 monks, 3 skirms, 4 light cap, 5 spears. He hasn't committed to one specific
light cap coming over towards, oh, the camel came out at the perfect time there. The perfect time as Leery wants to go for that TC and the monastery. Leery's army suddenly arrives, and it's a lot more crossbows than HERA was expecting.
What is HERA committing to? What is his army choice right now? There seems to be some confusion.
There's a lot of floating food there, too.
Tons of res.
Tons of res. This is so not typical for HERA.
I don't think he's really certain. He certainly wasn't expecting that many crossbows, so he never committed to the skirms. He only has 3 inside that building. And nice job from HERA to counterattack with some army.
Scorpions in the queue from HERA.
I mean, Scorpion defense can work pretty well in combination with some knights and monks, maybe.
I just love to see him use that food somehow.
Yeah.
He's been floating food. He got the farm set up early. Leery's taking out the farms, which is great value. I know HERA, I wanted him to shift off of food, but taking those out, really, really nice with the crossbows. You shouldn't move them. You should just hold that position, and the range also goes down.
HERA's wood count is going to fly here because on this map, all those new vills, they can't go anywhere else. They go to wood.
And they can't make farms there either because Leery's cutting it off.
Yeah.
So HERA's got 650 wood. Maybe he just puts it into more TCs. Maybe he starts selling at the market. Leery's just sitting here at the front side of HERA's base as HERA is still counterattacking with these spears. But Leery's got the better army at the moment.
Yeah, Leery has to back away, though. The Scorpions are a problem.
He's going to shift it onto the scouts and get those conversions. He doesn't. HERA misclicking a little bit there and loses the monk because of it.
I love this from Leery. He's backing away now, but at least the aggressiveness to go in there pays off. And those spearmen got some value. They'll probably go down. And what did we say, right? Like, the Chinese have the potential to get a really big lead, but if the game goes on very long, it does start to look a little bit better for the Hindustanis.
Suddenly, all that food that HERA was floating, he's back down to 16 on food because Leery took off the farms at the front side. Leery's getting his eco set up behind this.
Sick.
Brilliant farming eco from him. Just 22 farms even in that area. And he can make a switch now. If HERA's going to go like Scorpion and Knight, he can make a switch back into Camels now.
The problem is camels don't do well against Scorpions. Camels aren't knights. You can't make knights. I think you might need a forward siege workshop here.
Well, the mobility of the camels can run circles around the scorpions. Unless HERA, HERA's just going to keep them at home, I think.
Yeah, well, with the recent balance change, right? Ballistics makes scorpions insane in these situations. So I'm kind of concerned here for Leery, at least with this push through here. HERA's done enough.
Oh, Leery's eco is about to fly. Handcart coming in.
Wow. Well, I haven't seen it enough, honestly. I think if you're going to take the engagement with the camels alone, you need to have +2.
I think you need way more scorpions than that. If you're going to fight this army of camels, you need way more scorpions than that. Or you need the knights in front distracting.
I'm not convinced. I think the camels will get completely shreked.
Okay.
And always the threat of a conversion or two. Wow, what an eco for HERA. Yeah, he's unsure if he can engage on that. This is where you need siege, but siege is slow. And it's a kind of a problem of the map. So HERA going up to TC number 4. Do or die for him. And Leery maybe trying to bait these scorpions forward? Is that what he's doing?
Yeah. He's trying to pull them out of position, but the problem is the knights, right? If the knights separate from this army, and the monks are behind protecting the scorpions from being surrounded by the camels, the knights can go to your eco.
Yeah. Yeah, HERA, interestingly enough, still moving forward. It almost feels like he wants that relic, and then he'll back away. Because if you go too far, you can't flee. And the Scorpion just commands so much more respect now that Ballistics applies to them. It's crazy. That's a massive army. HERA would have no business taking that fight if not for those Scorpions.
4th TC for Leery. 4 TCs already on the map for HERA. So HERA's at 82 Vils with handcart. Leery's at 76 with handcart, so he's not too far behind. Mangonel now coming out, and HERA has to respect that siege workshop, I think, because he doesn't know when the Mangonel is going to appear or if there already is one.
I mean, you would think.
If Leery pops out and gets 3 of these Scorpions with a Mangonel, that's worth it.
Yeah, it is.
And at this point, HERA can't dodge that if he's just stacked up like that.
I mean, HERA's eco is flying, dude. He's got 3 relics. I think there's more on the way back. This is next to the main gold that Leery's taking. The Mangonel will eject. It fires and it takes 2 Scorpions.
That's big. Yeah, that's big. And now it's only 3 Scorps.
Now HERA, I think, needs to think twice about this engagement.
Yeah, and the light cap from Leery looping around the side to get the monk. That is so slick from Leery. Didn't even know he had those.
He should keep moving. He should keep moving, because if he keeps moving, there will be more monks. The light cap will go in. The crossbows weren't with the camels right away.
By Scorpions.
Oh, man. These are Hindustani camels. They attack faster, but is HERA's armor and his eco enough here? It's a lot of weak camels in the group. Scorpions are getting picked off.
HERA's going to lose a lot of this army, and he's thinking Imperial Age. He's thinking Imperial Age, but he just queued up 6 more Scorpions.
Yeah.
So there goes all of his gold.
I think it's a good play, though. I think if the opponent doesn't get knights, I think it's a really good play. It's also like it's mindless in that you just patrol them and you can look back at your eco. And what can Leery do? Well, he could do this. HERA doesn't have enough support for his Scorpions here. 4
relics, by the way, for HERA. So he's done a wonderful job on that front, grabbing the relics. He got all of them from the north. He's trying to get these ones as well.
Oh, man.
Scorpions going down.
Man.
Scorpions going down. The crossbows are behind. HERA finally clicks up to Imp.
Where's the supports? Where's the support? They are just trickling in mindlessly, and it's expensive losses for HERA. He's now on the way to Imp, and he'll need to defend a pretty important area of his eco right beyond that starting TC.
Score switch for Leery. Score switching back and forth between HERA and Leery here. Game number 8. HERA needs to win this. This was his home map. Chinese, one of the best civilizations. Leery's putting on the pressure, but Leery is just making more vills, making more camels. He's not thinking Imperial Age just yet.
Dave, the second those crossbows go down, it looks like a pretty small army for Leery, doesn't it? Like, those crossbows are
And they're a couple Scorpion shots away from being dead.
+2 armor on the way for Leery.
Is this the new meta? We had Cav Archers, now we just have Scorpions with every civ. I guess Rocketry applies to heavy Scorpions for
really
Chinese.
Strong. There's a reason a lot of people were surprised when the change was added. I would love to. I wonder if he's actually going to get Rocketry.
Oh yeah, if he has this many Scorpions. I think HERA is under the opinion that the Scorpions from the Chinese are just going to do really well against Hindustanis.
Yeah. You can't make knights. Scorpions are on the front, though. HERA's not exactly getting a conversion either. The crossbows are still in the mix. Is this good enough?
Scorpions again.
I think there's enough. There's just enough meat to the fight there for HERA to win it. And also, Leery engaged just before +2. I'm not sure +2 armor necessarily makes a difference, but HERA defends. HERA's 40 seconds away from Imp.
The crossbows from Leery still alive somehow. Like one scorpion hit away from half that army going down, and Leery just keeps them consistently out of range. 50 on food right now for Leery, but he hasn't clicked up to Impure Lage. He's massing more camels. HERA is almost there. The question is, what will HERA do in Imp? Is it going to be the heavy scorpion approach? Is it going to be rocketry? Is that what he's come up with to deal with the Hindustanis?
I think heavy scorpion resources are there. He'll probably opt for the cav upgrades first, but you need wood and you need food to get heavy scorp.
Yep.
So that's there. So why not?
How on earth is he 6k res collected ahead? Leery's had an insane eco as well.
Yeah, Chinese are just insane. HERA obviously in combination with that, but he's played towards eco this whole game. He's not been very aggressive. The second he got to Castle Age, he just boomed.
Yep.
Boomed and defended, and now Cavalier's going to be in. Cavalier with these upgrades could maybe even fight off the camels.
So I think Leery's first castle is going to have to go north, like where HERA's castle is going right there, so maybe not. But there's some golds and some stones up there that he needs to protect. The ones to the south are further, so that's a good castle there from Leery. HERA might not expect this, but the knights are shifting over, and Leery's going to need some camels, maybe some quick walls here too. He sees the camels coming in. He might just wall this off. That's a house, that's a palisade. There's a lot of cavalry coming this way, though, and HERA moves his castle a little bit further back.
That's so good, though. He will have a treb coming from the castle he already built. That will be targeted immediately on the castle. And yeah, the camels are on the way back. They're on the way, but still 2 minutes away from Imp.
Yep.
Here for Leery. He can't stop this. This is before we even see Scorpions come into play, if HERA wants to do that. Or Halb. HERA's just so far ahead. He breaks through. He'll deny the castle. And with trebuchets behind, I don't see an immediate answer for Leery.
No, but he does have 128 vills. He does have a decent eco. And Hindustanis, we were talking about it, the late game tech tree is very good.
Yeah.
If he can hold on, he definitely has a shot here against HERA. HERA needs to focus on killing off Leery within the next probably 10, 15 minutes.
That's wild to me. I feel like if I were coaching somebody, I would say, you force them onto camels, just go pure Halb now.
Yeah.
And HERA says, meh, who cares about camels? Let's drop stables instead. If there's a way to throw the game, that's probably it.
There's still 40 seconds from him.
Yeah.
Jeez. He did delay Imp quite a bit. He made a ton of camels.
He had to because of the amount of scorpions and knights, right? HERA did such a good job.
Is that the crossbow army from before?
They're still out there, dude. They're still kicking. Yep.
It is!
That's them.
What on earth? They've seen a lot, man.
So HERA drops the stables. Feels like HERA's plan is Chukunu Cav. Because we're seeing mainly Chukunu in queue. And no rocketry. No plans for Scorpions long term. Just getting his upgrades. And clearly bracing himself. But Halb, dude. Halb is insane.
It was really good once Heavy Camel and Imp Camel are in. If he does manage to get Imp Camel, he takes the fight actually before Heavy Camel is in. Maybe HERA didn't expect Leery to take this fight right now. He's trying to take out the Trebs. The castle falls for Leery. The TC survives. Maybe there's one shot coming in. The TC goes down.
All right, well, Imp upgrades are on the way. Still waiting to see, will HERA finish Leery off to take us to that final game in this best of 9?
Resources for HERA are insane.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, 2K wood, 2K food, 600 gold, 20 on gold right now.
It's just, he needs help.
I think. I mean, if he has Chukunu, they do okay against the Kings.
Yeah. That's the concern from HERA's side, though, is like this position's so good, you should win this game. This is what you want.
Camel in 3, 2. Oh, sorry.
Well, 2 minutes. Well, I've seen a lot of players do this. That you just continue to fall back because you still have that next step. This was an important area for Leery.
Yes, that was a very nice castle back there. If he can't get the castle up in the north or it goes down, he can't protect that gold. He needs the gold in the south.
Just HERA's castle setup is so good to last even if he loses a fight.
Yeah,
he's got castles everywhere.
I'd honestly expect HERA to start building castles in his eco now. That's usually what he tries to do. He went for the tower in the center. I'm glad he didn't build a castle there. We have very strong opinions about castles in that center area. It's only 50 seconds away from Imp Camel, Elite Chukunu, and Rocketry coming in from HERA.
All right, Well, 40
He
seconds.
needs more imp camels.
40 seconds from a fight. Also, ideally, you have trebs. I don't think he can wait for them, but what you want is you want a massive fight, and you want the siege to take the castle down. Because if you can't take the castle down, you can't get to where the new production is going to be, and I can see HERA is adding barracks behind that castle.
Against Rocketry Elite Chukanu, you need more camels than that. He's got 9 camels in the queue from 2 stables.
Maybe, yeah, but you're 200 pop, you're squeezed into this corner. You're probably just going to take the fight immediately after the upgrades come in.
Crossbows even making an appearance, but those crossbows are going to go down. The Chukanu are being microed by HERA. Halberdier upgrade is still 40 seconds away, and he's also pop capped. So 10 pikemen in the queue. If the camels can clear the Chukanu and the Cavalier on this side, this could be the beginning of a pushback for Leery.
HERA's going to lose a lot of units here, but again, he's got the castle set up. So Cavalier will probably get chewed up, maybe some of the Chukanu do, but who can last longer in this game? The answer's HERA. He's also found some decent raids with the light cav, as the camels were all in the main engagement.
Good castle from Leery, though, clearing that up.
And now Halb is there.
Yep.
It was in the perfect time, and the cav is no longer wasting precious population space.
Leery's down to 140 pop.
It's rough. 4 relics to 1 for HERA, more gold and stone control for HERA. Has collected 10,000 more resources. This is why I felt this was going to 9. That just Chinese on and closed with HERA. It's never going to go wrong.
We'll see. He's got more trebs in the queue and 2 trebs rolling forward. There's not a lot of targets here at the moment because the castles are further back from Leery, but cutting off this farm eco has huge value, right? And Leery's down to 114 vills. He was up at 140 a minute ago. So HERA's doing well, killing the villagers. 64-4 eco KD. That was a massive raid while that was all going on.
Leery just keeps hoping he can find a moment to overtake HERA. And it doesn't seem too easy.
He's going for the counter
army movement
raid
in the north.
Yeah, he's going for the counter raid, but the Chukanu are moving in here. That's a good little raid, clearing up some villagers, but that'll open up pop space for HERA to replace his army as a great raid comes in here from HERA. Leery is at 113 villagers, and he's about to drop maybe below 100 soon.
Yeah. Oh, man, Leery might be thinking, I've been here before. I've been up 4-3 before. And it's slipping away from me now, and it will go to the final game. I just wonder who's going to be feeling more pressure. Probably Leery, because HERA's so confident, and he's still at 165 pop, but it's such a tough spot. You want skirms, you want hand cannons.
You want villagers.
You want villagers, you just don't have the time.
Yeah, now the castles are coming up in the economy from HERA. So he's just going to build them all around his farm eco. If Leery wants to go for the raids, he's always going to be running into castles. And if Leery's going to win this one, as I hear Town Bell quite a few times, if Leery's going to win this one, he's going to have to do it slowly and methodically.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's going to be a lot of method to the madness here. I just don't know if he has enough left in the tank. 33 on food against 42. HERA's will be higher as well. I think he's got a couple units garrisoned. And the trebs just keep coming, dude. They just keep coming. Couple raids there. Maybe that's why Leery fights on. Only 7 on golds. Are those golems elite? I feel like they probably are.
No, they don't. They don't have any upgrades. They got +2 armor, and then they have the blast furnace, I guess.
Yeah, he just never had the time for elite. And honestly, it still just feels like HERA can do whatever he wants from this position. 4K wood, 1,500 food, 1,500 gold with the 4 relics in the bank, and another TC going down for Leery.
Yeah, the castle's gone on that top side, so it opens it up for the raids. More villagers are going to die here. Leery now below 90 villagers. He's at 86 right now. HERA's queuing up some more, so HERA's lost some bills to the raids, but he should be fine overall. As Leery goes for a big engagement here, if he can clear the Chukanu and the trebs, maybe there's a chance, but he's losing so many imp camels and he's still losing villagers.
Yeah, and I think he just kind of had the look of a player who realizes this is going to be over, and he taps out.